Some people had brains, some people had muscle, some people had both, a dangerous combination. A couple steps ahead of any sticky situation. Know when to make the move and know when to stay and be patient. And just because you're flesh and blood doesn't make you related. She used to tell me a story about the amazing Glaze. Him and your pops was like brothers, but that nigga was crazy.
Good day, good day, good day, good day, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. For more of my story, Google Brian, B-R-I-A-N, Glaze, G-L-A-Z-E, Gibbs, G-I-B-B-S. Once you Google and start reading some of the stuff that's there, you know what? You're not gonna like me. I didn't like who I once was, but I had to get help. I had a lot of issue upstairs, anger management, mental illness. I used to like self-destruct. I was that word, when you look at that word in the dictionary and you see or hear the word self-destruct, my name, my face will populate because I was a professional self-destruct individual. I had to get help. I had to raise my hand and say I had a problem. And you know what? Once I got that problem addressed, I am a much better person than I am today than I was back then. Hey, today what I'm talking about, a lot of people have been talking about that paid in full. 50 Cent, we don't know whether he's capping or not. Speaking about right now, he bought the right to pay in full. And right now is he gonna do a pay in full series. Folks, look at that. Here it is, he said he's gonna do a pay in full series. I remember at one point in time, how long ago it was? It was Herb Gotti talking about he's going to do the Supreme Team movie possible series. So in the movie, he's going to have Jamie Foxx, actor Jamie Foxx, play Kenneth Supreme McGriff. And he's going to have Michael B. Jordan play Prince, Gerald Prince Miller. And then all of a sudden, right now, what happened? My man came along. All of a sudden, once he came along, and what happened? You know, he said over his dead body. Right now, over his dead body, will Herb be doing that? You know what he say? He's gonna do it with Bimmy. Folks, how long ago that was? 5 years ago? What happened to 50 and Bimmy doing the Supreme Team series or movie? It never happened. Why it never happened?
I'm waiting for that movie, to be real with you.
Yeah.
Like, I think
it's like complicated because it's several people doing movies like my movie, me and 50 doing is about my life.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I was there.
Right.
You feel me? And guys gonna find out. If you look at the timeline and Hip Hop Uncovered, you see the timeline. You see who was there, who was, you know what I mean, who was this, who bought this, who, you know what I mean? I don't have to argue on the internet with anybody and prove myself, you know what I mean? Like, motherfucker, look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't see nobody else there, you see me there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to be all that on the internet, going tongue wrestling with dudes, going back and forth.
Right.
Yo, proving myself, you know what I mean?
Right.
Nah, you gotta do that.
How are you cool with Supreme Team and 50? How does that work?
Well, Supreme Team was over way before 50 came.
Okay.
No, not 50 was there. Matter of fact, 50 was there from the hood. You know what I mean? From like my man Just got killed. That was 50's right hand man. That was his man. He bought 50's first boxing gloves. You know what I'm saying? He bought all his equipment and all that. You know, I was there for all that.
A lot of people don't remember that 50, you know, amateur boxer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He go to his hands.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, message to 50 Cent, man. Listen, man. Hey, if you're gonna do the Pay in Full series, let's make it happen, man. If you're gonna do the story on Lou Hobbs, you know, Demencio, you know, The Preacher, Wayne Perry, Rich, Alpo, AZ, let's make it happen. Don't do like you did with I'm gonna do the Supreme story. Because you and Herb was beefing. And when Herb was trying to do it, you say over your dead body. It's not gonna happen. So even with that being said, if it's over your dead body, guess what? Do the Supreme story. Do music part. Let music confess to you and let him know how he infiltrated the Supreme Team since 1985. How he fly under the radar. He was a CI since 1985. Speak on that, bro. That would be so powerful. You would get down and dirty with it. knowing that only person that can get down and dirty with it is you, because you brought out the truth in music. Bimmy, a.k.a. the CI since 1985. But don't tell us you're going to give us the Pay in Full series before you give us the Bimmy story. Come on, man. Make it happen, man. We know you can do it. Look what you did with the bootleg BMF story. We know you can do a better job because it's still in Queens. South Side, South Side. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. I'm the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. If I can change, anybody can change.
Associated himself with probably the most ruthless and notorious cocaine crack enterprise in the city, that being Howard Happy Mason and Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols.
NYPD rookie police officer was murdered, executioner style. And as I'm listening, I'm like, whoa.
You actually dealt with Brian Glaze, huh?
I dealt with him years ago, back in the 80s, early 90s. I was where he was arrested by my partner back in those days for several murders himself.
Not bad. I was given to me by a police officer in New York called Matt Byrne, whose son was gunned down by these drug dealers up there in New York City.
Glaze was probably within the top 10 people in the city, but I'm going to say that he was probably one of the top 2 or 3 in Brooklyn. Drug dealers, and controlled the drug organization.
And you know what I did? When I got the phone, I told my man, the next time we see him, he's out of here.
Yeah.
Less than 12 hours, that nigga was dead.
Is this the second person you murdered?
No. Because, like right now, if you're going by the timeline, by that time, there's a few more before him.
You know, I heard so many good things about you. What I really like is, I know you're a tough guy. And I've known that for quite a while. And you changed your life, and you're coming around, and you're right. We're from New York. We're New Yorkers. No matter what color you are, no matter what religion you are, no matter what you are. You know, we're New Yorkers.
Well, he was a drug kingpin himself. He was a drug lord himself back in those days, and he operated out of Brooklyn and East New York, and you know, he committed a lot of violent acts himself. So, if anybody knows the streets, I mean, he knows the streets.
Tottenham. Yeah, you gotta worry about them guys. But we only have to worry about those guys in Vanderveer and stuff. You know, we all knew Glaze and Tottenham, all those guys.
Yeah.
I know Glaze, Supreme Team. What up, Glaze? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, inside the mind of the killer, the Brian.